Hi guys, my name is Skylar Harris and I'm creating this video for discussion board number 2 as part of the requirements for HIUS 512, the American Revolution. This is a graduate course at Liberty University. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Deborah Sampson and her part in the Revolutionary War. Deborah Sampson was a woman who disguised herself as a man in order to fight in the Revolutionary War. Deborah Sampson was born in Plimpton, Massachusetts on December 17, 1760. Her mother was a descendant of William Bradford. That name might sound familiar to you guys because he was a member of the Mayflower Journey. As a young girl, Sampson lived in poverty and was eventually indentured out to work as a servant. At the age of 18, she would be released from her contract as an indentured servant, and she would become a summer school teacher. She became restless with that job because she wanted more opportunities. However, she knew as a woman they were limited. She decided to dress as a man as she would have more opportunities that way. Then after sewing men's clothes, she took it a step further and decided to pursue the military. Sampson enlisted in the spring of 1781 under the name Robert Shirtliff. She went to West Point, New York, and was assigned to a light infantry unit. After that, she would be assigned to a scouting party in order to gain information for Washington, who was contemplating attacking New York because of the British soldiers and their supplies that were already there. Sampson would find herself wounded multiple times during her time in the military. The first time she was injured in combat would be when they encountered a group of Tories, and she was wounded with a sword and she received a gash in her forehead. Unfortunately, that wasn't the worst part of her injury. She also received a gunshot wound to her thigh. In order to maintain her secret identity as a woman, she extracted the pistol ball herself. She would encounter various other close calls to avoid being exposed. At one point, she almost drowned in a river in New York, and then she also had to lie and say she had smallpox in order to avoid getting the vaccination and being discovered. Eventually, Dr. Benny would find Sampson out when she would be hospitalized for another gunshot wound, this time in the shoulder. Dr. Benny didn't report her, but rather he let her recover at his house. Once she was recovered, he asked her to deliver a letter to her general instead of letting her be found out or outing her himself. She was not reprimanded, but yet she was honorably discharged. She would marry and have 3 children eventually, and she would become the first woman to tour as part of a lecture series. Sampson is similar to Betsy Ross and other women being discussed this week because she is a hero of her time. She broke down gender barriers and made an impact on U.S. history because of her actions in the American Revolution. Thank you for your time.